Yeah.
Very, very exciting, Jack. Some close calls, huh? But you've done all right for yourself.
What do you want?
Well, I want money, Jack. I wish that I had some loftier purpose, but I'm afraid in the end it's just the money, Jack. I would like large, non-sequential bills in 2 clear plastic bags, unmarked. Can you remember all that?
I'm honestly not surprised. I've been saying for years how celebrities have sold out for money. Remember that website where you could pay some celebrity $100 to go tell someone happy birthday? Well, we've hit the big time now. I always thought celebrities had their heads up their asses because, they do. And I thought they supported these candidates because they genuinely believed in their cause. But no, in the end, it really is all about the money. But do celebrity endorsements really matter anymore? Does anyone actually care about the political opinions of actors? Join me, dear viewer, as I dive back into the raging dumpster fire that is modern Hollywood. Before we dive in, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button. And if you really want to make sure you never miss out, ring that notification bell too. It'll help us break through the YouTube algorithm and keep this channel growing strong. Now, if you've been living under a rock, it may shock you to know that there was a presidential election this year and that the evil orange man won again. I wish someone had told us. Oh, wait.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Avengers.
Hey, Scarlett.
Jumping on the call.
Whoa. I think you mean assembling. I said assembling. Don, that's pretty good. No, they thought it was funny.
Scarlett, it is our pleasure to come together and to get the vote out this election. Come on.
Yeah, how can we be of service?
How about we start with what our voting plans are going to be, who we're going to bring to the polls with us, that sort of thing.
I think Kamala Harris needs a catchphrase.
Ooh, yes. Definitely a catchphrase.
How about this? I'm just off the top of my head. I can do this all day.
Shut up. I hate it.
Okay.
I mean, it's original, but...
What about something punchier like, ooh, boom. You looking for this? Iron Man 2, everybody loved it.
Okay, again, I think we're just trying to get out the vote.
Kamala forever.
That's better.
Okay, how about I'm down with democracy? It's just clean, it's simple.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know anything any more cringy than that. Who better to guide the political opinions of John Q. Voter than a bunch of professional pretenders who only care about upgrading their own private jets? Yes, Scarlett, tell us which candidate best represents the interest of the working man than a group of coastal elite millionaires. But wait, where have I seen this before? Oh yeah.
But instead of persuading people to vote, she just courted celebrity endorsements and then lost. What's going on? It's almost as if the political acumen of Beyonce and Jay-Z count for nothing. And then she loses it and loses the election and she locks herself in her hotel because she's too upset or because it had never occurred to them to even write a concession speech. Either way, grow up. I have no sympathy for her whatsoever. Be a better candidate.
Yeah, that was from 2016 when Hillary Clinton called in celebrity endorsements and it did fuck all for her campaign. I kept this quietly to myself in order to not get lynched by the woke zombies of New York City, but 2024 was a much more hardcore version of 2016. We had celebrity endorsements out the wazoo, but one surprising aspect was that they didn't endorse Camilla out of the goodness of their hearts. Oh no, it was all about the money. You like what I did there? It drives them completely insane when you mispronounce her name. Kamala, Camilla. She didn't even know how to pronounce her own name, but I digress. Doesn't matter how you pronounce your name when you're $20 million in the hole now, does it?
And, well, we'll continue within that. Let's go to the next part, because this is honestly the craziest one, is that it appears that Kamala Harris paid Oprah Winfrey $1 million during the failed campaign. What's even crazier is it wasn't just Oprah. It includes people like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin. There was almost $10 million that were spent behind this, many of which actually did go into the pockets of these event management companies and the stars.
So you mean to tell me a billionaire is so damn greedy that they would demand what really amounts to chump change to come out for you? How shit do you have to be as a candidate if you have to pay people to like you? But the question isn't Camilla's failed candidacy, it's really whether celebrity endorsements really matter anymore. The list of actors that came out for Harris and are now threatening to leave the country is staggering. These are some of the most narcissistic people to ever walk the earth. Why do they think anyone even cares where they live? Do they really think the world revolves around them? That we all have to follow them around like lost little puppies? If they were serious about backing up their threats by never appearing in any movies ever again, I say good. It would open the door for the million other struggling actors trying to break into the business. But you know what? I've heard this one before. When George W. Bush went on to win re-election in 2004, I had dozens of friends say that they would leave the country. Well, guess what? They're still stuck in the suburbia of New Jersey. But this speaks to an even bigger issue at play: celebrities alienating their fan bases. Everyone's favorite punching bag, Rachel Zegler, came out this week with a series of fairly disturbing messages on social media. I find myself speechless in the midst of this, Zegler says, before launching into a very lengthy speech on the social media platforms. Another 4 years of hatred leading us toward a world I do not want to live in, leading us toward a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in, leading us toward a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want, leading us towards a world that is fearful. She goes on to conclude with, "May Trump supporters and Trump himself never know peace." Gee, way to alienate the more than 50% of the country who voted for the evil orange man. Maybe they saw past all the media bullshit that celebrities like her were churning out faster than Chipotle turns out E. coli patients. As the Critical Drinker said in his video on the topic,
everything from the empty threats to leave the country to the half-hearted monotone endorsements where you could practically see the dump trucks full of money depositing their load in the background, to the endless Twitter posts ranting about how the orange man is going to blow up the world or something, it all just came across as so fake and hollow and out of touch. Just another performance by people who spend their whole lives pretending to be someone else. And when that's your job, when that's literally the only thing people know you for, it's kind of hard for them to take you seriously when you're trying to be all earnest and authentic.
And that's just it, isn't it? Authenticity. That's what this all comes down to. Do you really want to know why the media landscape is shifting toward independent media? Well, look no further than right here on YouTube. As friend of the channel, The Angry Badger has said numerous times, all audiences care about in their media is a degree of honesty and authenticity. Now, I know honesty is a lot to ask for from a politician, but authenticity, as Joe Rogan correctly points out, is not something you can fake over the course of 2 or 3 hours of continuous conversation. There's only so many talking points you can spit out that you memorized. But here on YouTube, authenticity is rewarded. Don't believe me? Look at Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, Joe Rogan, and countless other new media voices. The whole concept of celebrity endorsements is a weird relic from a bygone era, as the Drinker correctly pointed out. Decades ago, before the dark age of cinema, was a time when people actually used to look up to actors and celebrities because they didn't have a loudspeaker like social media. And now we see every single thing they say and think, and honestly, I can't say they're doing themselves any favors showing the world how dumb they truly are. The writing's been on the wall for a while now. Ever since I started my channel, I've tiptoed around this. The dark age of cinema and the rapid cultural shift has made celebrities completely irrelevant. And nothing makes that more obvious than political messages like this one from George Clooney and Julia Roberts.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey.
Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth.
Oh, you mean to tell me that a message of dishonesty within your family wouldn't resonate with voters? If you keep trying to drive a wedge between people rather than bring them together, what are you really achieving here? The whole point of movies, television, and cinema in general is to bring people together and tell a good story. Telling good stories has been a staple of the human experience ever since the caveman days when we sat around a campfire and stared at the stars. The actors and actresses that have become vapid, empty, soulless containers for the latest messaging seem to have forgotten that. There really truly are no more movie stars anymore. And those that used to hold that title, like George Clooney and Julia Roberts, have dug themselves into a hole so deep, they'll never get out of it. And for what? All for a little campaign cash? The relevance and respect actors have had has been waning for decades now. You don't have to believe me. Just take a look at the declining box office receipts. Numbers don't lie. People just aren't buying the crap that they're selling, be that woke messaging in your movies or lazy political endorsements. That's not what people want. And listen up, Hollywood. I'll tell you exactly what people want and how you can make money from this. And it's something I've centered my whole channel around. It's a good plot with interesting character development. That's pretty much it. That's the secret. Will Hollywood listen? Who knows? I'm not gonna hold my breath over it, but what do you guys think about all this? Does anyone even care what celebrities think? Do they even hold any sway anymore? And how do you Trump supporters feel about Rachel Zegler's comments? Do you even care? Please do let me know down below in the comments, and as always, hit that like button, ring that notification bell, and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.
Okie dokie.